So that day we got all the bucks put over here in this pen. Well, guess who's missing? You got it, Jerkface. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel here at Hidden Heights Farm. And it is May. We are in the middle of storm season in Oklahoma. And I think Oklahoma is well known for tornadoes and this and that, but man, last year we got flooded. It seemed like week after week it was just constant rains, flooding. You know, everything was flooded. The roads were flooded, the ponds, everything created a huge mess. We had trees falling on fences. So what I got to do today is, it's been raining. We've already got 2 inches of rain yesterday, and tonight it's supposed to storm again, more rain. I think we're supposed to get like 3 more inches or something. So this morning I went to the feed store and got some straw, because our pig shelters down here, you know, we got the baby pigs now, we got the baby chicks, but what I'm worried about is these pigs, these little baby pigs in the pig shelters. We got them in there so they won't, you know, get into the pond or get through the fence and get stuck in the woods or whatever reason again. But you know, they're in them pig shelters, and when the mama pig is in the pig shelter, they kind of root around and make their nest and all that. Well, a lot of times they like to lay in mud, so when it rains a lot, all that water goes right in there. We don't want them drowning or getting wet. We want them to stay dry. So I got this straw. We're gonna take that down there and put that in there and see how they're doing today. We'll do a little checkup on the baby pigs. We'll go check out the goats. So we'll head down there, get the straw put out, and we'll come back and feed these little chickens. And we'll see how many of these little meat birds, these Cornish cross, we have left in the chicken tractor. So far, it's been working out great. The rain hasn't really bothered them too much, as long as I got them in a place that doesn't hold water. Because man, as much rain as we get, as fast as it comes in these storms, you have water standing almost all over the yard. Luckily, they're on part of our yard that's kind of got a little bit of a drop, so the water kind of drains very well. So as soon as I go get the straw put down there for these pigs and check them out, we'll go back and check on these baby Cornish cross. I say baby, they're getting bigger now. Alright guys, so I'm down here at the pig pen. In the last video I showed you this mama had 2 baby pigs. For whatever reason, she only had 2, and only one of them survived. One was born with some type of problem. As you might have seen in that video, it was just kind of laying there, but it did not survive that night. So we're down to the one. She's all by herself, and you can see how wet it is. The pond's staying full because of all the rain we're getting. That's the only good thing to the rain. But you can see their bedding starting to get a little, it's somewhat dry, but it's kind of muddy because she stirs it all up and gets it, you know, the mud on all these. I put pine shavings in there, like 2 big bags of them, and they didn't really, they soaked up a lot of the water. And the main thing is it rose up the bedding to where it was, you know, 4 or 5 inches off the ground. That way, if any water did get in, they weren't laying in the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these bales of straw brought in, and I'll start off by putting 1 in each of the hog shelters. We'll go take a look at these babies here in a minute. But their food bowls, I fill their food bowls up, and they're constantly knocking them over and this and that, and they don't have a lot of room in here to put like a bigger trough or anything. So I got some bigger food bowls to put their food in, and I'm sure they'll still knock it over and do that. But I'm gonna put the food bowls in here and feed them. And I'm not sure about getting in here to put the straw flakes in their housing. They're not the nicest mamas ever. The other day I grabbed a hold of one of the babies over at Helga's pen, and she about came through the panel trying to get her baby back because the baby was squealing and this and that. They're very, very protective, and anytime I get close to them, they're in between me and the babies. So I don't want to get stuck in here and get one of my arms ripped off or something like that. So what I'll probably do is just try to get the straw carry down here and start throwing the flakes in there, and then let her spread it out and do all that. But first I'm going to go ahead and just feed them, and she's still got water. I'm going to feed them to get them kind of distracted. I don't want to stress them out too bad. So let me go get some feed for them real quick.
I've been down so long, get no rest. No, no, I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest. No, no, this ain't easy, darling, 'cause the devil's on my trail. I've been running so long that my feet don't work no more. Oh yeah, I've been running so long that my feet don't work no more. Oh no, it ain't easy, darling, when the devil's on my trail. Oh yeah.
Okay, got the bedding in there. Now it's up to the mamas to make the bed. But that should give them a few more inches of bedding. That way they're not laying in the rain or the water when it starts raining and flooding down here again. The babies are growing great. Even the little runt, Mudsy. She's right there. You know, babies. Lift the mama up and pet them. Can I pet your babies? Huh? Come here. They're busy exploring. I think they're gonna make the new bedding though. Once mama gets in there, she'll kind of shuffle it around and she'll lay on it, flatten it down, and it'll be all nice and dry and comfy for them, at least while it's raining. Mud hole. You know, baby pigs. Boy, baby pigs grow pretty fast. check on Java and the crew and see how the feeder's working out. And let's see if the guttering filled up the water tank. I know, Java. Where are you guys going? You guys are so scaredy cats. Golly. I know, Java. Java's my buddy. Yeah, you're all nasty. Everybody's growing good. These feeder pigs are filling out nicely. Your feeder working out for you, bud? Let's go look. At least this is staying nice and dry. They got this corner kind of watered out where they've been sleeping. And there's the feeder. See how much feed they still got left. Still got some in there. And I really like this Osborne feeder. It's working out great. Saving me a lot of time and work from having to come feed these guys every day. They can eat as much as they want. Oh, these guys crack me up. Let's go see if the guttering's working. I'm not done with it yet. Holy crap. Look at this. So the other day I just put enough in here to cover the actual inlet. And now you can see this thing, it's probably filled up about 80 gallons or so just with the rain we had yesterday. And no, I am not done. I'm not real proud of this project. And I've been complicating just using real gutters because I don't know if I really like it. But it's serving its purpose and it's working. So I'll probably just leave it and go ahead and finish it. But it's good to know that they got fresh, clean water to drink. And every time it rains, it just replenishes itself. Where are you going? Why do you run every time I walk over here? I'm not even getting close to you guys. Good thing you guys are feeder pigs and not any pigs we're keeping here on the farm. Alright, Java, you're the only smart one around here. You're the boss. You're the boss. I guess I'm going to start bringing you guys more marshmallows. There they go again. Don't look at them wrong, guys. So Helga says it's nap time, so she's starting to make the bed for everybody. Let's see what she does here. Make your bed, Helga. Everybody's ready for a nap. So guys, like I was saying earlier, this tractor has been working amazing for raising these meat chickens in. I got the heat lamp out there. I've only had to use it a few nights. I did turn it on the other night when it rained really hard because I figured they'd get wet. And the temperatures did get down in the 50s, but it's just amazing how fast these guys grow. Super amazing. And they're out of feed, but it's time to move them. So I'm going to go ahead and move the tractor. I went ahead and put the 7-gallon waterer in here because they were down in that 2-gallon waterer twice a day. So I'm gonna leave this one in here for now. They're getting to the size now. They're starting to eat and drink a lot more. So I'm gonna get this tractor moved and then we'll get their feeder filled up. Alright, so that was easy enough. So you guys seen whenever I open this door, they want it out. So it may be time to go ahead and get that electric fence, poultry netting set up around here and let them do their thing. I don't know. First time raising meat chickens. That is pretty amazing how fast these things grow. I just cannot get over how fast these creatures of God grows. I thought the quail grew really fast, and they do as far as being 6 weeks old and being able to reproduce, but putting on the mass, the muscle, you got to give it to these guys. It is amazing. They're happy now. That's what they're waiting on, is their food. So since these young Cornish cross chicks are so eager to get out onto some fresh grass and hopefully find some grasshoppers or whatever, I think they're big enough now that we can kind of trust them outside and not have to worry about anything. But we got this electric poultry netting I've been talking about. We got the charger over here. I'm gonna save that for another video, but I do have it sitting out here charging. Maybe later today or maybe tomorrow if it's not raining, we might try to get that set up here. I think it's 164 foot, so that'll be quite a bit of area for these little chicks. But we'll save that for another video, like I said. Right now, I'm gonna walk out here and talk about something that is kind of an issue with the goats. And it does have something to do with Jerkface Jr. Of course, he's always got to be in the middle of something. You see these guys right here. You see my last video where Jerkface Jr. was in the yard and he started eating my blackberry bushes and this and that. So that day we got all the bucks put over here in this pen. Well, guess who's missing? You got it, Jerkface. So, hold on. Look at here. This sucker sees me talking about him and he just stood up like, yeah, that's my name. Jerkface, we got a little story to tell these people. Alright. So yesterday, I had 2 different people come out and purchase Spanish bucks from me. Each person took one of the black Spanish bucks, and he was doing just fine all week long in that pen with all the other bucks. As soon as the last person came to purchase a buck, he wanted to come look at the does. So we walked over here to look at the Spanish does, and guess who decided, hey, I can jump fences, I'm gonna come with you. I put him right back, he jumped right back over. So now it looks like we're gonna have a lot of Kiko babies and some Kiko Spanish crosses, because he won't stay over there. But first, hold on a second, look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm pretty sure that's Taylor Swift. Look how high she is up there in that tree. What in the world? Get down from there, goats. Oh my gosh. That is one reason we have to burn these brush piles. And one thing I did this week before all the rain came, I don't know if you guys remember that huge brush pile right there I'm pointing at, but that was one of the brush piles all the baby goats kept getting stuck in as soon as they were born. Well, you can see where it is now. There's just one little stump root ball left. I gotta finish cleaning that up with the tractor. But this guy right here, I'm not sure about him. I keep telling Rachel we should probably just sell him because he's kind of a nuisance, and you guys know Daniel sold his dad because he kept tearing up his barn. And there's old Daisy. What do you know, girl? Huh? Yeah, you're my sweetheart. I don't know, he throws some really good looking kids, so we're gonna use him one more round, and we'll use him one more round before we get rid of him or eat him. He might not make it that long. I don't know, you never know what he's gonna come up with next. But he's a really beautiful goat, and he's got good looking traits. He just needs to quit jumping the fences. I was gonna try to show you guys Ginger, but I don't even know where she's at. She's probably being a teenager playing in the brush piles. But that was one thing I wanted to show you guys, is we got that brush pile burnt. I still got 2 more big ones. And you guys know it's been following our channel for a long time. Whenever the dozer came out and started making all these brush piles and clearing our land, he didn't do a very good job at all. And he pushed up, you know, he didn't knock out the dirt and the rocks out of the root balls. He just pushed them up in there, pushed a bunch of dirt up in there. So a lot of the logs are buried under the dirt and mud. So to burn this, I had to set out here pretty much all night. I had to use some used motor oil to burn up on it to get them logs good and hot. And a lot of times I had to dig out a lot of the logs with my backhoe and get them pushed up into the hot coals to keep it going. So that's just another thing you got to do. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is what it is. You got to keep going. Then I took a bunch of the goat poo and all the manure from the barn, got it mixed in with this big pile of mulched chips that the local utility company brought, and it's breaking down good. Every time I turn it, it's steaming all nice and good, so that means the bacteria is decomposing everything like it's supposed to. Daisy's still a good girl, aren't you? So anyways, I don't know where Taylor Swift is right, or Ginger is right now, or I'd give you guys an update. Alright, I wasn't looking hard enough. Miss Ginger's laying right here by her mom. You know, Jerkface is trying to woo the ladies here. You know, Ginger girl. So Ginger's pretty much all ginger colored. She's got a black spot on the back of her head, and then her face is white, as you can see. But she's growing nicely. That's her mom right there. They're kind of bummed right now because we pulled her brother off last Sunday when we separated all the other bucks, and now he's over there in the buck pen. So they're kind of just lounging around today. Everybody's over here laying in the shade underneath this big oak tree. Right, Tawny? You guys are all sad because your baby boys are not on you anymore. If you guys remember Tawny, she had 2 of the black babies, or she had triplets, I mean. She had 2 of the black bucks with this little doe right here. One of the babies, 2 of the babies. That one's drinking, eating. Alright, so there's your update on all the goats, the pigs, The meat birds, everybody's doing good now. Hopefully it stays that way. Sometimes it's a roller coaster, but you just got to keep going. We are going to have 2 hogs for sale that we're raising over here. I have not posted them for sale yet. What we're going to do is we're going to raise them here on our farm with our feeder pigs, and then we're going to go ahead and take them to the butcher. We're going to charge so much a pound hanging weight, and whoever buys them pays for the processor. So pretty much you're paying us for the pig, you're paying us to raise them, you're paying us to haul them to the processor, and then you get all the rewarded meat, or the pork, bacon, ham, all that good stuff. So it's a trial thing. We might do some of the same stuff with these chickens. I don't know. There's a lot of people wanting to go buy farm raised animals right now. And even when you go to the store, I was just at Walmart yesterday and I was wanting to pick up some sirloin steak. They had none at all. They had like a couple of ribeyes, but they had none. So tonight we're going to be grilling some shish kebabs, if I'm saying that right. And we're going to be using goat meat. So this might be the time that we switch from eating a lot of beef to goat. You know, we had that goat butchered back in the fall. We still got some of the meat, thankfully. We still got a whole freezer full of ground deer meat. So we'll be utilizing that for sure. The price of beef is it's skyrocketing right now. The ground beef alone has went up about 50% in our local grocery stores. So we surely won't be buying none of that. It's pretty much trash anyways, so we'll just be eating what we got from the goats and the deer for now. And just, I don't know. So hopefully, with all this going on, we have a farm, we have the goats, we have the chickens, we have turkeys, the pigs. Hopefully we can open up a market, sort of say, where we can start raising some animals and making a little money on the side, and selling people meat, you know, fresh farm raised meat, not anything with chemicals or any of that weird stuff in there like they do in the big grow houses. So anyways guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for watching, and please hit that subscribe button. We always like talking to all of our subscribers, you know, the ones that's been with us since day one, all the new ones. We love hearing where you're from. If you have a YouTube channel, share it with us. We'll check you guys out. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. Tell us where you're from, how you found us, all that. And Daisy's signing off. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a comment and we'll see you next time.